Welcome to another solo episode of the Insight Podcast. How many areas of your life do you feel the push and pull between your rational brain versus your desire for fun and novelty? Wrestling between reason and passion, one voice telling you to be cautious and sensible, the other telling you to relax and enjoy yourself. It's just the everyday little decisions. Do you stay out for one more drink with your friends? Your Whoop band told you to be in bed 30 minutes ago and you've got a gym session in the morning. But are you really going to miss out on the joy and companionship of a night out with the people that you love? But also the big life-altering decisions. Like when thinking about a career change, logic says stick with the job you know. It's secure, there are bills to pay. But your heart knows you want more for yourself. You have potential that isn't being fulfilled. Maybe you could be happier, less stressed. But then, if you act on that passion, you could take the leap before you're ready and then struggle financially. And how about love and relationships? Logic draws you towards or tells you to stay with that person who's safe, reliable, wants the same things. But your heart wants some passion, a spark, that feeling you can't put your finger on. On the other hand, that passion might draw you towards someone just because of their looks, and you overlook the red flags or lack of compatibility. Logic might make you overly cautious and mean that you don't allow yourself to open up and get to know someone, or trust that this person might be different from the past relationships that you've had. There's getting fit. You let passion take over, buy all the workout gear and equipment, train like a beast for a week, but then have to stop because you've injured yourself or burnt out. Logic would tell you to keep it steady, stick to a plan. But where's the fun and spontaneity in that? Are you really going to say no to a sunrise hike up a mountain with your friends because the exercise program says you need to rest that day? And finally, how about social activism? There are so many wrongs in the world and you want to do something about them. Your passion fills your Instagram stories with posts about the wars and injustices in the world. You're ready to get into arguments with your family about why they're ignorant and complicit with their silence, all without thinking about whether this is actually the most effective approach. But then too much logic might mean that you freeze and fail to act at all. In The Prophet by Khalil Gibran, he writes about this friction between reason and passion. He says, your soul is oftentimes a battlefield upon which your reason and your judgment wage war against your passion and appetite. Your reason and your passion are the rudder and the sails of your seafaring soul. For reason, ruling alone is a force confining, and passion, unattended, is a flame that burns to its own destruction. Therefore, let your soul exalt your reason to the height of passion, that it may sing, and let it direct your passion with reason, that your passion may live through its own daily resurrection, and like the phoenix rise above its own ashes. He's saying that we need to strike a balance between the two. Don't ignore either. Reason alone can be restrictive. Passion, unchecked, can lead to destruction. So let reason guide your passion, and let passion elevate your reason. Always let each of them have their say. If we go back to those examples, for career changes, logic will keep you stuck in a job you don't like, but passion could mean you take the leap too soon and struggle financially. To balance the two might mean building up a passion project on the side slowly while you have a stable income, aiming towards going full-time when you're in the position to. For relationships, perhaps the right relationship has a healthy mix of deep feelings and attraction with thoughtful discussion and decision-making. For getting fit, use your passion for motivation to inspire you to try new things and to allow you to change things up when needed. And at the same time, your reason will keep you consistent and disciplined. For social activism, know that the most effective approach is probably going to mean channeling your passion for a cause through some strategic thinking. What actually would make a difference here? Getting involved in a charity, writing to your local MP, for example, will likely make more of a dent than a social media rant. So reason and passion both have their say in my life. Well, they both have had their say in my life. I think about some of the worst decisions I've made because I let passion win the battle. But I've also had some of the best nights of my life, trips and experiences when I let my impulses and passion win. I've made some great calls and avoided some sticky situations when I listened to my reason and logic. But I've also stayed in relationships and jobs longer than I should have and missed out on some even more wild adventures because I let my reason take over. So moving forward, I'm hoping I can be a bit better about listening to both, not ignoring my intuition and channeling those words from Gibran. Remembering that passion is fun and life is all about these little moments of joy. At the same time, remembering that reason gives us direction and a bit of long-term strategic thinking. So yeah, here's to a life that allows them both to have their say. Right, that's another solo episode done. If you've found it useful, interesting, anything, please follow the show, comment on the episode in Spotify, like and share any highlight clips, and I will bring you another episode soon. Cheers.